we discovered that your boy, okay, this guy right here, Jay Glover, here's the conspiracy. This is what they do. So this guy right here, Jay Glover, aka Chapo, this is what he does. We're gonna go ahead and do the drug trafficking conspiracy right now with y'all. Okay? This is how it works. We got Springfield Drive, right? We got Brianna's house. Then we got, we'll say 2024 Elliott. So this is how the conspiracy goes. The drugs are mailed to Brianna. Okay? Here. Then he shows up, picks up the drugs, right? As seen on surveillance footage up here. Oh, my bad. I'm going up too far. Sorry, guys. Okay. So here he is. Okay. This is him showing up in his red 2017, Charger or whatever. Okay. He goes in, and you guys can see here. I'm going to enlarge it. One. My bad. Right here. Looks like he's carrying a package, right? This little area I'm highlighting right here for y'all. Right? So he goes in. This is Brianna's house. Back here, this apartment 4. Comes out, has a package. So he grabs a package and then drives it up to 24. Takes the 20-minute drive and drives it right here. So 24 Elliott, the trap house that we talked about before, right? This area. Once he drops the drugs off, the police literally witness and see more cars coming to the location because the house has been re-upped. Now that the house is re-upped, all right, he goes and re-ups the other houses as well. 2626, 2526, all these places. Or 2425 and then 2426. This house right next door. All right, here's the main trap house again. Here's the other one. These 2 homes right here. And then this one across the street. He drops the dope off, right? So the drugs get mailed to Brianna. He picks it up, drives it to his trap house, and does this periodically, which is why she lets him just show up whenever he wants. So she goes ahead, right? Because she's getting paid during all of this, of course. It's not like she's doing this shit for free. She asks him, when's another shipment coming in? And we can see that in this jail call right here. All right. Where were we? Right here. And she asks him.
I think some people are shocked that you can mail drugs.
You can.
It's like
absolutely you can mail drugs.
It's insane.
Yeah. Absolutely you can mail drugs. And I'm going to break that. If you guys want me to break down how drugs are mailed, give me a 1 in the chat. If you guys don't want me to explain it, give me a 2 in the chat. Give me a 1 in the chat if you guys want me to explain how drugs are mailed. Give me a 2 in the chat if you guys don't want me to. I'd be happy to break it down for y'all. But it's
crazy too how they do it.
Also, guys, do me a quick favor, like the goddamn video. What are they saying?
It's all ones.
All
I'm
ones?
I'm just giving it a second because you know how
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's all ones.
So as you guys can see here, I can show my phone. I haven't been talking to her at all, but she texts every day out of the blue when this stuff coming in. I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna let you know. But they done took the money. I sent the tracking information to her. Then she told me I had a hoodie and shit that came in. She told me that shit come in, nigga, on everything. So what are they talking about, guys? They're talking about the drugs coming in that he can go pick up in a UPS package or USPS package, whatever it may be. Now, how do you mail drugs? Well, guys, the way that you're going to mail drugs is it depends on where it's coming from. A lot of the times, people mail drugs on average from the West Coast over to the East Coast because the West, more liberal states tend to have more lax drug laws. So, especially like California, very common, they mail like marijuana and stuff like that in the mail. But it happens all the time, guys. And you got to understand that before the digital age, everything used to get mailed, whether it was child pornography, contraband, drugs, everything else like that, it will get mailed. That's where the Postal Inspection Service comes in. The Postal Inspection Service guys are basically postal inspectors that are they're technically on paper they're 1811, so they have the same duties as a special agent. Okay, and these are the guys that investigate that stuff through the U.S. mail. And I'll show y'all real fast, give you a quick little lesson on postal inspectors. Okay, here they are. I might subtract this a bit. And postal inspectors, they're not as big as they used to be, guys. They used to be much bigger, but now they've shrunk quite a bit because postal inspection, and they actually have their own police academy in Maryland. But this is them right here, guys. But people don't use the mail as much anymore. But they used to be really big back in the 90s when everyone was shipping stuff. But yeah, man, it's very common to ship drugs through the mail. Here you go. This is their badge. This is what they look like. They're criminal investigators themselves. They have their own academy in Baltimore. In 2008, the U.S. Postal Inspection had 2,288 full-time personnel with the authority to make arrests and carry firearms on duty. This represented a 23.1% drop over the previous years. I would argue nowadays, bro, I remember a couple years back, they had about 1,000 postal inspectors. So they have even less now because, like I said, people aren't like using the mail as much to do shit. What's going on?
You're teaching everybody how to be a criminal.
Oh, am I?
After you just said like less postal workers now, like really? And I said,
I mean, that's common information though. Like you can look that shit
honestly,
up.
but like a lot of people, I've never seen it. I've done
Yeah.
it. Just want to say this.
And they a lot of the times they wrap the drugs in the mail with and also drugs also come in a lot of times through the mail, guys, from China. That's another thing. And they're typically drugged in like some kind of scent masking agent so narcotics dogs can't catch them.
Well,
go ahead, Christine.
Anyways, is they like say it's like it's weed, right? You get a vacuum sealed. They vacuum seal it up.
That's one way to do it too.
And then they wrap it up. They triple wrap it up, and then you can just literally.
Yep.
You can mail it because the fact that it's just gonna go. You have to mail it a certain way though. You can't.
Well, you out here.
No, it's just I see. I've heard.
You've heard?
I've heard. That's it.
Let me find out.
I've heard.
Christina, part of the Boston Tea Party drug gang. All right. So Jay Glover says.